Oh, it'd be nice to get into one scratcher. Yes. If them geese shut up, they'll be getting pellet rash tomorrow. Day 2 of me socks. Getting quite funky. Oh. Yeah, stuck to me feet. Never mind. It's half in me fart sack. Night night. I do like this bed. It's better than sleeping on the floor. Yes. Right. See you later. I'm off to Gonk. Fucking pillar. All night this. I'm gonna have to get some Velcro. This is what you get. Ah, you bastard. This is what you get. Oh, you bastard. I've been doing that all night. Been getting rid of my Bristol cities. Now, I need a man piss. So go away while I go and siphon the python. I need to shake my snake. Right, lads, ladies, widows and wrong uns. Waking up slowly, not surely, just slowly at the moment. And but I need my brew, don't I? There's a dirty great big helicopter just gone whizzing over. Crows are screeching in the trees. I've just had to have another morning man piss. And the geese have been going all night long. I'm not putting up with that tonight. I might have to go and shoo them off. And it's coffee time. I'm going to use that little IKEA stove. Because that is so simple, isn't it, actually? I was thinking, well, what shall I make a brew on this morning? And I just need to go pour that, light it, stick the kettle on top. I don't even have to bother with the trangia, do I? Unscrewing the lid, filling it up, waiting for it to settle, fill it up, wait for it to settle, put it out, and just whack it on the top. See, this is what it's all about, is it? Go out and try stuff. Yeah. And I've actually, in my bag, I've got a little windshield there, so, yeah. Happy days. In fact, it might fit in the Strangia one and put the pot on top of it. You never know. You could try things like that. Speaking of in me bag, somebody keeps sending me emails to do a bag loadout, and I said, I don't know what a fucking bag loadout is. You mean empty your bag and show us what's in it? So I pulled my pants down and then my underpants. So I took a razor, and he said it's not that kind of empty your bag and show us what's in it. He meant me rucksack. Yeah, well, the rucksack, yeah, we'll come on to that later, because I've got two and they look very similar. They've both got different kitting. They're both designed for different scenarios. This is my Bushcraft bag, so it's pretty light and got a hell of a lot less kit in it than the other one, which is a long-term bug out bag sort of thing, live in the woods for a while kind of bag. And it's pretty bloody heavy. £60 to be precise. So let's leave that where it is now, because my legs aren't what they used to be. Right, I think I've had enough gas in here. We'll do some more gassing as we get on. And then I might have to do some first aid as well. Because remember I said, I've done myself twice, didn't I? And out here, sure as shit it gets infected, doesn't it? So I'm going to have to give that a clean. Because in that bag is there a first aid kit? Of course there's a first aid kit, so we'll get that out later on. Give that a clean up and see if we can we can sort these out, because they're only going to get worse, and then they're going to be full of pus. Yeah, and you're just going to spend hours squeezing all the pus out, aren't you? Because I enjoy that for some weird reason. Right, let's get Cal off. You fucking wrong limbs. What have I done with it there? I probably don't need the windshield. It does fit in the Trangia, actually. But does it with its flippity flaps up? Oh yes, it fits in the Trangia windshield, the full kit jobby. Yeah, it fits in. It fits in perfectly. So you could use that as a windshield and a Trangia pot. But I'm not going to do that this morning. I'm just going to stick my heavy metal on there. So, oh, spillage. We've got some funky water in there. Have we got anything living in it? Oh, there is. I better get rid of that just to be on the safe side. It's going to get boiled anyway, of course, so. Oh. But that'll take a while to boil. I bet there's a good half a litre in there. Not want to fanny about either. Not want to fanny about. There we go, that's lit. Oh. Happy days. That's it, you can leave that now, can't you? And walk away and go do other stuff. Like, just pull some leaves apart. There we go. That's starting to boil. Didn't take that long actually. Didn't take that long. And we've got a nice, what we got there? Nice tripod. Nice tripod. Nice tripod. Boiling nicely, that. There we go. That's still burning. That is still a bit green from that nettle tea yesterday. Happy days. Right, let that ferment. Let's move that out of the way. Let it burn dry. Yeah, downside of that, unfortunately, you can put it out and leave it to one side and do it again, I suppose. What have I got? Where the fuck is it? I've got a piece of metal. That might... No, it's not even big enough to put that out. Never mind. That's out. Only took a little puff and it's out. I made a little leather, what do you call it, whittling pouch. spoon's coming on nicely from last night. We've got more a knife. We've got a mortar knife with a homemade sheath. Just that whittling knife. We've got a sharpened up mortar knife with a really crap sheath. Ooh, very sharp, very sharp, very sharp indeed. And just what's left of some toggles I was making. So actually, I've been turning them into just little sticks, little toggles for the basher and other stuff when it comes to paracord and what have you. Happy days. So I'll have a toodle with that. While I'm having me coffee. Happy days. Got a hot spot from last night. Can feel that now. Let's have a bit of a wobble. See if we can get out. We'll have a little look at the Bushcraft Shooting leather belt kit. Top bomber. Come on, let's go for the wobble. Let's get everything off. He hasn't seen me yet. That mallard is not very alert. Oh, there he is, see me now. Alright mate, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. The ones that know they're not safe, know I'm here. Right. Bushcraft belt kit shooting kit. That is attached for the shooting. It shows the mug and the roll on the back. And of course I've made it all myself. Apart from these pouches, I've wet formed them. Wet formed them, dyed them, and fill them with gear. So in this bum roll, we have got a poncho that can be slung up as a tarp. My old fella's old poncho for his walking and hiking and bushcrafting and shit. We don't need that for now. And I've made a leather pouch for it. And there's a little thermal sit mat in there so I can park my fat sweaty ass on here without getting a cold bum. There we go, and I think we'll have a brew. Let's have a brew. You can shut up and all. You've been doing me nutting all night. So we'll have to make do with the tripod shadow. So I say I've made a little stove and so I can make a brew on the way around. So of course I'm going to need a cup. I bought a little cookser. Happy days. So there's my cup. I'm going to need a water bottle. Clean canteen, I think that's 550ml, something like that. Stainless steel, single wall. That's what I'm going to boil the water in. That can go there. So I'm going to need my stove. Right, stove. Pouch number 1. A little bit of leather and a filtering cloth. Muslin. Bit of first aid kit. Ferro rod and striker, pipe gag, whatever you want to call it. That'll come more apparent very shortly. Pop that in there. We have my stove and my fuel, and in there, oh, my old first aid kit. Yeah, that is an old Golden Virginia tin. I've had that. That was my first aid kit in the Scouts. Then it was my first aid kit in my webbing in the army. Now it's me first aid kit out here, so that can go back in there for now. Right, stove, a nice shiny one from Military Mart, homemade windshield, couple of sugars, some XE blocks, a lighter, a little bit of 1mm paracord for that muslin cloth to turn it into a coffee filter. And there's my stove. So we'll have a little look at that now. And some more XE blocks, which work better with this actually, and a bit of brew kit. And some salt and pepper. Happy days. Right, so we'll set the stove up and we'll get the kettle on the boil. Well, it's not a kettle, it's a stainless flask in it. I'll need 2 of them. And I'll have 2 cups full, so yeah. That's 500 and I think it's 560ml, something like that anyway. Yeah. I'll just put enough in there for 2 brews. So I'll drink the rest. Oh. There's a bit of residue from last time. So it usually takes about 2. when it gets lit. There we go, let that get going, have a spare ready. Happy days, right. Wait for that to boil. Let's put the big shiny tin away. Must get some sniper tape on that. Sniper tape. That's shiny, so I could signal with that if I don't want anybody finding me. And of course, while I'm waiting for that to boil, oh, I can smell the X-Men. Oh God, I just get flashbacks to the army. Exy blocks. Somebody made me eat one of them once. Yeah, he was a right sadistic bastard. Yeah, I'd only just joined and I dropped behind in a run because I had an hangover. And then a few days later on exercise, he made me eat an Exy block, telling me it was Kendall mint cake. It wasn't. Didn't feel very well after that. Mind you, I was only 18. Oh, carp basking in the sun. Oh, there's another one. Brocky's 500 yards that way. We'll go and see him in a minute. Anyway, yep. Let's keep an eye on this bad boy. Right, just seen a load of woodage coming down in the field at the back. That's a farmer's field full of crops, so they'll be all over his crops. Might have a little mooch up there later. Do him a favour. Ooh, thought it was the grey menace. Blackbirds bouncing around in the undergrowth, pulling up leaves looking for worms, I assume. Mind you, a pair of them are dancing, so there might be a bit of howsy father going on over there, but what's rude that? Oh, that one's had it. To light another one. Say normally I'll put the other one on top, light it, drop it on, but it seemed to have gone out. Won't be much good in the wind this, really. Trying to light it anyway. Can get away with a pair of leather gloves on there, but I've stuck that in a bottle pouch as well, along with a little spoon I made for me brews out here. Look at it's covered in spaghetti, tomato sauce. The brew kit's got a bit of sugar in, couple of salt, couple of pepper, couple of tea bags and a coffee bag. I'll get 2 brews out of that. I dunk it in again. Skål, Tommy fan. Ooh, that's the ticket, guys, on a lovely day as well. And ladies, and weirdos, and wrong uns. Go on, let's have another. Not as strong, but it's still coffee. What was a cormorant then? Them geese. Of course, I'd have clapped and scared it off. Like that. Big fat carp. I don't know whether you can see it, but I can. He's here. He's here, mooching around on the surface. He's basking in the sun. Oh, they do like a little bit of, in fact I like a little bit of basking in the sun as well. Might get my moves out, wobble them about the place a bit. There's only me here, yeah. I'll let it be like dancing like no one's watching. He's gone over there now, somewhere there he is. You might be able to see him. That's a double figure bad boy. And the anglers are up there. Time for a quick Siberia, extremely black. Already done that joke. Water bottle pouch. Spoon down the side, I made that one from scratch. And that gets removed if I'm just bushcrafting. Water bottle pouch only goes on when I go for a wobble with the gun, and so does the poncho. Poncho, as you see, wraps up in there, and there's a ridge line in there with some prusik knots, etc, etc, etc on that. Super lovely. Right, we'll pack this away. We'll have a quick mooch of what else is in there. It'd be rude not to. Right, quick look from right to left. Be rude not to. Right, the belt is a Copper's Taser belt. I got that from Military Mart. The only problem is it's got quick release buckles on it, and when you sit down sometimes one pops and your belt falls off. It's only happened once, but it happens. So I'm going to make a proper belt, 3mm leather and a proper brass buckle on it eventually. Right, so little belt loop dangler thing there with a trigger hook on for that, for the cookser, or put my gloves on there when I finally got round to putting an hole in them, and an eyelet. Knife sheath, obviously more a Garberg, and I fitted that myself because that's supposed to fit on your belt, but I've made a little attachment. It's supposed to fit horizontally. I've made an attachment to fit it vertically. Fire steel, Swedish fire steel. I got that in Sweden, and in there is a little Felkeneven sharpening stone, DC3, 3 inches. Fits nicely in there for sharpening out in the field. Okie dokie. The British Army issue a 9mm magazine pouch, which I have made a leather pouch for it. I've just not finished it yet. That's a torch. Yeah, cheap Chinese thing, but it works for now. Little pouch here. This is a magazine pouch. I can't remember if it's Swedish Mauser or whether it's Czech. It's an ammo pouch anyway. It's separated in there. I've got my Opinel, razor sharp, and a little fire steel ferro rod, whatever you want to call it, with a little willow handle that I made myself, and that goes in that pouch. This one again, it's just one ammo pouch from yesteryear. I've just added a press stud there. I've wet foamed it to put a little box in. It's got little goodies in. There's fire straws, there's matches, spare batteries for the torch. What else is in there? There's all sorts. A little sharpening stone, some Puri tabs, a bit of sandpaper if I'm doing any whittling. There's a pencil sharpener there for making tinder. And oh, there's a bit of braid in there, and I can't see what else. What else is in there? Right, card was full. A little bit of a technical difficulty there, but I just had a quick mooch in there. There's some strong fishing braid in there, and I've forgotten already. Oh, a bit of tarp tape for repairing a tarp and what have you. So that's in there. We've already been through that. That's the bits and bobs, first aid kit and stove. That one's brew kit and exit blocks. We've got some little danglers there with trigger hooks again. That holds the sit mat, and of course the poncho. Water bottle pouch, water bottle, spoon, Leatherman. I don't get used much, but it's there if I need it. That's homemade Hack's loop. I'm going to make another one soon, and another dangler there, which nothing gets hung on that yet because I put that on instead of a trigger loop. So that's it. Yeah, that's it for shooting. So I can stop and have a brew. Yeah, halfway round or whatever. Have a sit down, make a brew. That comes off obviously when I'm bushcrafting about, and of course that comes off. Everything else stays on. Happy days. So there we go. Yeah, leather kit, fantabulous. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention that's very important. This is the tripod camera shadow. How about that? Fits in there. Don't really. There was a woody sat in that tree. Place the emphasis on the word was. Some jackdaws and a collared dove having a fight over the nesting box. Yeah, collared dove. They are on the licence, but I don't bother with them. The magpie.
He went £12.60. He went, fucking what?
You can always get them half price.
He said £12.60. What, £12.60? That's a bit turkey. What a fucking...
Said, Broxton's fishing. Well, you on your way home, mate?
No, not yet. I'm
Not
coming
yet.
till about 2:30. What time is it?
And you might remember Frank the Mank. Made me bacon butty once. Wonder if he's going to do it again. It's 20 to 1, mate.
Oh, that's why I just said that pot.
You're fishing, yeah?
Do I look like I'm fishing?
No. That's the reason why I am.
I can't believe he's fucking dressed in that many fucking layers. I
didn't think he was going to get this off.
I know he's an army guy, but fuck me.
Like an onion browning off.
Snow coming.
He just wants to fucking out to ping and fucking take it
I
off.
was. I thought, oh, I'll just put my t-shirt on and put my jacket on because I'm going shooting. And I just chucked it over the top of my fleece and now it's rather on the warm side
I
of
would say
things.
so. You've got fucking you've got a fucking
Yes.
thermal vest, t-shirt,
Yeah. I
top,
can feel the drips
jacket.
off my nutsack.
You hope it's off your nutsack.
I hope it's not my nutsack. Otherwise that I've got me
Is that a
full
wet
split
wipe
skin
session
coat
when
in
you
my
get back
zip.
up there?
Yeah.
Wet wipe session.
That's as
when
he
you
walks
get-
round.
I'll have to bandage it up. It's alright. I've got my first aid kit. I've got to mind you, if I've cut my willy, I'm going to need my big bandages over there, aren't they? Because these ones are only that long. Won't quite cut it, mate. I don't think.
To see them in the house there. Yeah, this guy there mopping round his balls with some sort of cloth.
You'll get used to it soon.
Yeah. There's a man in the woods wiping his testicles.
Out there, waving at me.
Yeah, what time is it? What time is it, son? Just hang on, Dad. I'll just move his balls out of the way. Yeah.
Look at him. Look, look like Peter Griffin's chin. Bill Cosby rice and mackerel, but they've took Bill Cosby off because the lefties didn't like it. We'll have to rectify that in another video. Nice that. No pots to wash. And slop it. Was it? Mum used to wipe my mouth all the time. All the time. Oh, get off, Mum! Get off! Oh man, I was 28. Nu är det dags igen. En snus till. Tack så mycket. Åh, fan det är gott. Ska ta 2. Herregud. 86 milligram. Handskar. We'll have some pudding. But the nana is not as fresh as I thought it might be. It's a little bit soggy, but never mind. Banana and chocolate. Better not burn that yet. Might need that. And that. Banana chocolate, like you get at the Ritz. Hot bomber. Oh, I could got a tampon in my mouth. Oh. Alright that. Not bad. For an old banana and a bit of chocolate. Tastes nice out here. Right, I'm going to have to start all over again. I've just done the tips, tricks and the hints and it wasn't recording. So I've been sat here for the last probably about 3.5 minutes talking to myself. Yeah, literally. Okie dokie. Right, tips, tricks, Andy Love Spuds. That. It's a little stainless steel single wall cup with a lid. But it's not a cup. Because it's not sold as a cup anyway, but that's what we use it for, mug and boiling stuff in. Out here, in the great outdoors. Okie dokie. Right, let's have a quick look. Where do I get it from? IKEA. God knows how much it is, about £3 or something. And what it is, it's in the bathroom section of IKEA, and it comes with a little plastic base on so you can stand it up. But that just pulls off. You can see the glue still on there. I've not had this over the fire yet. And it's single wall stainless steel. And if you get a clean canteen, 550mm, I'm sure it is, it just fits on the top. It doesn't slide on it. It doesn't, as in a nesting cup, it doesn't do that. It's have none of that. It can sit on the top though, and you've got a mug and a boiling vessel and something to put your stew in. You wouldn't have much stew, but you'd have some. And in the old belts pouch, I've made it with Preston so I can take it on and off easy. I don't have to take buckles off this leather belt kit pouch, and that goes over the top. Yeah, and my spoon's in the side there. So that, guys, if you ever wobbling around IKEA looking for bushcraft and the great outdoors stuff like I always do, I don't look for curtains and shit like that. I look what I can use out here. Right, battery died this time, so card's been full, cut, battery died, cut. Let's just recap on the little tips, tricks and handy hints, because everyone likes a little bit of a tips, tricks and handy hints. So, just to go through it slightly again. Okay, bathroom section, IKEA, little mug, has a plastic base on, Toftan or something called, made in China of course. Yeah, removed the base. It has got a little lip round the top as well. Okay, so you could fit a little, I don't know, wire bail arm to it of some sort. Yeah, don't come with a lid of course, but you can get a pot grab. It's got that lip so you can get a bit of a pot grab on there as well. Okay, and again it just sits on the top of a clean canteen. It doesn't slide over it like a nesting cup, but it does sit over that top little bit, like so. So don't go buying one and trying to fit it to the bottom of it, because it won't fit. And then come into the comment section and say, Chris, you're a spastic. Yeah, you told us it, and I didn't. I said it won't fit, but it does go over the top. Yeah, that's a 580mm, I'm sure it is. Clean canteen, stainless water bottle. Right, there we go. Tips, tricks and handy hints. And hopefully the camera hasn't died this time. No, it hasn't. It's still rolling. Fantastic. Right, I've got a choice now. Two choices of things to do. One, I either go and get some quality nut down in the shape of a grandad nap. Or two, we'll go and murder something. Or at least try. Because I've got another tips, tricks and handy hints video to do. But that's provided we get some pests. So in the meantime, I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up here and think about what we're going to do next. Tidy up. Oh! Because it is off the cuff, I'm just making it up as we go along. Glove. The other glove. Right, competition time. Have a guess what I've decided to do. Right, it's dark o'clock. I didn't have much of a grandad nap because Digger Dan, the wrecking man, came over banging a pot and pan. He keeps bringing me frying pans. Brought me 2 frying pans. I've got about 84 frying pans in the love hut now, and he bangs them like that, you know, to make as much noise, because they don't call him the wrecking man for nothing. He must have thought he was Thursday night on the doorstep on a corona lurgy, you know, banging pans for the heroes. Fucking heroes, my ass. Yeah, I've got some Polish sausage. Yeah. Gunk bag, been shooting, nothing, 0, zilch, nada, naffle, diddly squat. It's 1:20. Right, lads, ladies, weirdos and wrong-uns, yeah, I've been getting ball ached from subscriber Dan. Subscriber Dan, the Wockney Canker, keeps saying, he said, do a loadout, and I was like, oh, what's a loadout? He said, empty your bag and tell me what's in it. So, here's my Bushcraft bag, okay? So we'll have a little look at this. This is the Bushcraft bag. I've got one exactly the same that you've seen in other videos with the 2 big side pouches on. That is a long-term out in the woods bag, basically, and it's hell a lot heavier. But this is not as heavy, and it's aimed as a Bushcraft bag. Bushcraft. Right. Let's have a look, shall we? Right. So all this, minus that food bag, goes in the rucksack. So basically what that is a British Army Virtus 45 litre day sack, yeah, with a load of Osprey MTP pouches mollied to it. So that is that, and it all goes in there, okie dokie. But we can get rid of the belts, because we saw that yesterday, didn't we? Removable pouch. Right, let's have a look at the rest of the stuff then. Okie dokie. So we'll start from one end and work our way around in some form of systematic order. Otherwise I'll forget something, won't I? And then we'll stash it all back in that bag. Top bomber. Right, there is a few pouches. Still got a few bits and bobs in, but we'll have a look at them in a minute. So, DOS bag, British Army issue, modular, medium weight sleeping bag in stuff sack. Good bit of kit that. Resi pouch, MTP respirator pouch. I stick food in that. Okie dokie. That's a little Tesco's roll mat with a bit of insulation to go on me bed. Yeah, just keeps the cold out, because if you haven't got something underneath it on that bed, the cold does get through from the bottom. Okie dokie. Right. Yeah, that's the big stuff virtually. Let's have a look at the rest of it. So, Swedish Trangia, yeah, army issue, 3 crowns, mess kit, whatever you would call it, the old pots, pans, and there's a Trangia stove in there, a few other bits and bobs. Okie dokie. Pouch number 1. That's got Trangia stove in, a little bottle of meths, a little homemade stove, and a few bits and bobs in there. So basically that's a stove kit. Next one, it's got blue on it. I know it's my washing and shaving kit. This one is the little fire pit. What do you call it? Vegetable steamer, and there's a Trangia stove in there with the, what's in it? That tripod hanger. That's in there. There's a few tent pegs and a few other bits and bobs in there, including lighters. Okie dokie. Next bit. Clean canteen, stainless bottle, single wall, with that cup on the top. That is a bit bigger. That's about 800 and odd mil, that, I think. Not quite a litre anyway. Okay, again, can cook in that if I need to. Next one. A little tin. Yeah, the old tobacco tins, yeah, from yesteryear, and that's got a few spices in, oxo cubes, vegetable stocks, garlic, onion, and the likes of. Next one, pretty empty this at the moment because I've used it the other week. Oh no, it's not, sorry, my mistake, your fault. Coffee bags. Yeah, don't really need to be in there, but they're just in there. Yep. Oh, these are brand new, not opened them. So that's basically those dissolvable drinks. You know, if you're out here sick of water, you can have a nice blackcurrant flavour drink, and it's full of what do you call it? Electrolytes and good stuff, and a load of chemicals as well. Endos from your stews. Got to have the endo sauce. Happy days. Spices them. Little tub. Asda with it comes in the garlic in, and some little tubs there, obviously with a few spices in there. I do like my spices because I like my cooking. More spices. Urban spice, leather kit, again herbs and spices in there. Fantastic. And again I'll show you where it all goes when we go back in. Kettle, coffee bags, a bit of milk in there but it's all gone. Coffee kit, which is the British Army, what do you call it, SA80 cleaning kit roll, yeah, with coffee and sugar in little jars, but mostly gone because obviously I've used it. That's just that, if you've seen the other videos, my emergency charging kit, if I was to need it. For charging cameras to make videos, for example. Okie dokie, right, that's that little lot. We'll move on to the next bit. Top bomber. Yeah, it's just a brief one this. I'm not going to go into too much detail, otherwise the video will be 84 million years long, won't it? Yeah, you'll be sat there falling asleep with your cup of tea and your dinner. Yeah. Right, move on to the next little lot. Again, this is what I carry. It's what I decide to carry. What I put in there that I put on my own back and I take out into the woods. You can obviously put whatever you want in. Might get a few ideas, might not. Hey ho, let's crack on. Okie dokie, a little light, chargeable light, hangs in the basher. One for light, and two for filming in the dark's a good one, isn't it? Okie dokie. Some of them little round XE tablets you saw in the belt kit. In there is just one of them tub with a bit of sniper tape. Okie dokie. Another water bottle. Sometimes that goes in, sometimes that might chuck that on the top if I need extra water. that is the storm lantern, the hurricane lamp, with a spare bottle full of paraffin. So that's the little storm lantern. British Army issue mug and 1 litre bottle. Water for the use of. Pillow, that inflatable pillow, 15 quid from Decathlon. Yeah, 15 quid for the pillow. But hey, yeah, a little bit of comfort. The old whittling kit, leather whittling kit with all the knives in that I've made myself, of course. Pair of leather gloves, no Joy Division oven glove, have you noticed? Yeah. First aid kit. So that's my first aid kit. Got a first aid kit. You'd be mad to leave home without it. No plasters this weekend, lovely. Right. Inside there is a British Army issue Gore-Tex olive green bivvy bag. Yeah. I get a bit of methylated spirits for the Trangia stove, spirit stoves and what have you. Chopping board, which never got to use, of course, but that's been oiled, yeah, with linseed oil, edible linseed oil, not stuff you stick on your fence. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to do it with creosote. Your rabbit will taste like shit. Okie dokie. Right, frying pan, folding handle, and a plate. That's my dad's hill walking plate, so I pinched that off him. He's not here anymore. Little bag it goes in. Inflatable, self-inflating mat. Apparently it's Highlander, but rumour has it comes from the Thermarest factory. Rumour has it, not quite sure, not researched that. Bit of paracord, extra paracord, spare paracord. A little pencil case, DPM neoprene, with just a few bits and bobs, diggers and what have you. Bit of silver foil, bit of tarp tape, spoons, another mortar knife. Oh, getting a bit rusty that. That needs a looking at. And basically cutlery. Lixada folding wood stove, you've seen other videos, I've made the leather pouch myself. And that's that. It's bloody heavy, but here's a good bit of kit. And I've just found that. That's just fell off, I've been looking for that. That's for putting press studs in leather. Yeah, it's like the anvil bit. Gotta put that in my pocket, haven't I? Right, so that's that. Wooden spoon I've made this time out. I've olive oiled it. New spoon. Gore-Tex jacket, DPM, British Army issue. That's another little folding Lixada stove, a little mini one. Yeah, I put Trangia and stuff in that. Windshield, a little mini windshield. Soy water filter, mini water filter. Got loads of these bags, only cheap. Military Mart, DPM, Dutch, Cordura. Good for putting kit in. So that's the. Oh, there's a bit of muslin in there for filtering most of the shite out first before we stick it through the filter. And then we'll move on to the last little bit, which is bashing and tools, basically. Right, let's have a mooch over here then. Yeah. I missed shite. Okay, a few of the tools. Firstly, basher, DPM basher in an MTP bag. That's the tarp, the basher. Yeah, with all the paracord on there and ridgeline. As you've seen, the little homemade. I can never remember the names of stuff. Posing pouch, not posing pouch, what's it called? It's somebody on the head pouch. Tinder pouch, there you go, happy days. Right, back away grow, bow saw, 24 inch. I've got a 21 inch in there. I've just decided to bring that with me. quick scratch of my head. Grenfell sprue, small forest axe with homemade leather bits. Leather axe mask, and of course the guard, the protector there. Stuck that on there. Backhoe Laplander. You've probably all seen them before. So they go in my little side pouch there. Couple of stainless straws, fire bellows, latte spoon, and a food spoon. Mortar knife, Pro-C stainless, with a ferro rod and some magnesium in there as well. That goes on the side of my leg. I've got my Bushcraft-athon, which is the main knife I use, obviously over there on that belt kit. And then this is my spare I've just got, and I polished it up because it was second hand. So, and that's a Falcon even F1, issued to the Swedish Air Force apparently. So I've sharpened it and I've highly polished it. So that hasn't been out yet, so I put that in the bag as a spare at the moment, but obviously I'm going to put it through its paces, see how good it is. Happy days. Right, let's have a look what's rest in this bag, because a few pockets have still got bits of kit in. Top bomber. Right, so just a few smoke grenade pouches, molly to rucksack here. There's a tin, and that's got gravy in. Not been replenished from last time I was out. This one is nothing. I've took some out of that, I can't remember what. This one, my little catapult with hunting bands, and a little leather pouch I made for some ammunition. Yeah, I think they're 0.80mm, something like that. It's a hunting band anyway, I made them myself. Yeah. We haven't got round to that in videos yet, have we? So that's the catapult there, and then the other one is basically the scrounging pouch, which I've been looking for. I had to use that ammo pouch, didn't I? And so that's the scrounging pouch when I go scrounging. And on that note, I was just about to do some more talking, and Digger Dan, the wrecking man's turned up, so I better get all his kit away from him, because he'll wreck it, won't he? Won't you reckon, Dan the Digger man?
I've told them birds I had a good night's kit and I fuck off.
Did you wreck anything?
No.
Did you not wreck his bivvy?
No.
No, did you not drive over it in your dumper?
Not yet.
Oh, bad drills that, Centurion. Right, we're back in 2 shakes of a donkey's penis. Happy days. 4 days, 3 nights out of the Ulu. Weather's been alright. It's been emotional. Right, that's it. I'm off back to work. Oh, Dan. Yeah. You know, you sent me that email saying, oh, show us what's in your bag. You nearly got a picture of me love spuds. Nearly. Not quite, but nearly.